pump at least $61,000, then we put in a reversal candle, and at the same time we are running into this bigger resistance block here. The worst is over. Finally we are going back to the upside. Bitcoin has finally broken above $60,000 here once again, and now the big question is there still a bigger pump coming, and will we get continuation, or is all of this right now cancelled because the clock is ticking? That and more is something that we're going to talk about today. Let's go. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in here once again, and we jump directly into the DXY. The DXY is moving here back to the upside out of that support zone. That is obviously not what we want to see. I hope by the time that you see this video that we are already turning around, because we are still in the pre-market phase where this can still change once the US market opens in 45 minutes, I think, from my current time here where recording this. So let's see what's going on here. Otherwise, it would make sense that we basically move a little bit higher, because this down here starts to look like a bottom formation in the reversal formation. If we get all the way up here back to like 101.5 points and break above that, then we should expect that the dollar is gaining a little bit in strength and will rally a little bit higher, but of course not too high, maybe to 102, and from there I would expect another rejection to the downside. Jumping straight here into Bitcoin on the weekly chart, we still need to break above the 52 moving average here. Only if we are able to do this before Sunday, we will get continuation to the upside. Otherwise, we maybe get another week or two of chop and have to kind of pray that Bitcoin will manage to do so. I will show you on the shorter time frames here in a moment what actually is going on, and if we will get this continuation or not. Also on the daily chart, it's really imperative that we are getting above $62,000 here rather sooner than later, above the 50 moving average, because we are losing already a little bit the angle of the 50 moving average here in direction of our golden cross. And if that keeps going and we are not catching up quite soon with the price to the 50 moving average, then expect that we are slightly rolling over here, which will extend the moment where we then finally will get the golden cross into mid to end September. So, and that is not the moment where we want to see that. We want to see that happening way earlier, but for that, price needs to catch up. The only positive thing on the daily chart, at least on this daily chart currently, is that if we are pumping here, even if it's just to $61,000, if we pump at least to $61,000, then we put in a reversal candle and a morning star candlestick pattern, which should signal that we have hit here the local bottom and have bottomed out in that downwards move, and now are ready to going back to the upside. But of course, on the way to the upside, we have also multiple levels of resistance that are thrown in our face. For once, we need, like I said, break here above $60,761,000. The EMA ribbon is also here in a downtrend currently on the daily chart, which is another obstacle that we need to break through on the way to get to $62,000, because here the top of the EMA ribbon is sitting at $61,700 currently, and at the same time we are running into this bigger resistance block here from $62,000 to $63,000. So we have a lot of resistance to break here to manage to get into higher prices. There are some indications that momentum is right now in our favor. Here on the 1 hourly chart, really nice development. Before I started recording, we were here at just slightly under $60,000. So now we were breaking the EMA ribbon on the 1 hourly chart. So this could be one of the early signs that we are looking for getting continuation. I just don't want that this directly snaps now in the last 12 minutes to like $61,700. So even though it would be a beautiful candle, the chance that we are getting here a wick is way too big just before we close the candle, or that the next 1 hourly candle comes straight back down because it's such a big move in one single candle. So that's not what I'm looking out for. If we can just close above the EMA ribbon, that will be for me bullish enough. And getting a potential continuation candle with some consolidation, and then again another nice leg to the upside. That's what I'm personally looking out for. The fact that we are trading above the EMA ribbon will give us the potential momentum to flip this here also back into an uptrend, but this is something that we still have to see if that comes into fruition in the next coming hours. But I reckon by midnight tonight, which is for me in a little bit less than 10 hours, we should have clarity if the EMA ribbon is in a short-term flip in here on the 1 hourly time frame or not. Then on the 12 hourly time frame, here we are moving in direction of the point of control on the MDX algo volume indicator, but also here again, guys, remember that should act as resistance, and that's why I'm also saying, is the pump cancelled or not? Because if we're getting rejected here from $62,000 and we come back down, then guys, yes, then we will have way more chop than what we want to see, and yeah, it will be still boring for quite a while. So, but as soon as we break through this and flip this into support with a 12 hourly or even a daily close, then we know, okay, the worst is over. Finally, we are going back to the upside, and this time for good. And I can relieve you a little bit. Indicators on higher time frames are all in alignment for a massive push here over the next couple of days. Look at the stochastic RSI. That whole move to the downside, there was not a lot of momentum anyway. On the MACD, we are printing right now already a lighter red candle. The next one should be also a lighter red one, or already a green one. So that was just another indication that showed you that this whole move was just a massive fake out to the downside. The stochastic RSI is printing already a buy signal. The RSI shows strong momentum to the upside, and of course the price is supporting this with this big candle that we're currently seeing here. So just another 10 minutes to close this 12 hourly candle, and I would reckon with all the momentum that we are seeing here on the higher time frames, that in the next 12 hourly candle we try at least to break $61,400 approximately. And the big question remains, are we able to hold these levels or not? And also here on the 4 hourly chart with the MDX algo liquidation levels, here we are also retesting right now the lower end of the EMA ribbon. Also this needs to be here completely reclaimed at $61,300 in alignment with the 200 moving average. And also some, at least some over-leveraged short positions that came way too late to the party. Once we're tapping into this area here of $61,300, we should trigger a short squeeze, and that short squeeze could potentially bring us all the way up to $63,000, $64,000 if nothing crazy again happens in the market, which of course needs to be seen here. When we're going then to the MDX algo scalp gradient and to the reactor indicator, then we see here also momentum flipping now back to the upside. We are still in a totally cooled down phase here on the MDX algo gradients. And remember, guys, what I said yesterday, when we break $61,000, $60,700, that is a good area to start looking for an entry into some long positions here. Because look, we had here free take profit signals after that short signal, and usually when you get like a triple confirmation like that, you know that marked the bottom. It's really rare that you get more than actually 2 already. So and here we got 3. So I don't believe that at any moment in time over the next couple of weeks that we will revisit here these price levels of like $57,000, $58,000. But that also depends on if we are right now in 8 minutes closing above here $60,000. But let me put it this way: if we close above $60,000 here in the next a little bit less than 8 minutes, things are looking good that we are getting a continuation. Also here, the super trend indicator here, that red line, is also sitting at the confluence level of $61,300. So you see there's a lot of confluence around this level, and that's why it's so important that we look out for Bitcoin's reaction when we are getting to the specific price point, and see if we break through this with a lot of strength or getting rejected and struggle to break through this level. But I can tell you, if we're breaking through this like a hot knife through butter and slicing through, then we are definitely on a good path here for continuation to the upside. Also on the liquidation levels, you see here the hot, okay, we now took this out here. So here you see so much liquidity still sitting above us. There is a little bit below us here at $58,000, but again, I don't believe that we are going to tap this anytime soon here. And now it is the turn of the bulls here to go to the upside and take out all the liquidity that's stacked above here. Let's just have a quick look what we're looking at, but I would reckon this is like $150 million would be liquidated on shorts. That's what I read earlier. All the way up to $64,000 if we get a squeeze all the way up there. Yeah, so I just see here there's actually more. I would say it's $200 to $300 million that will get liquidated if we move to $64,000. And again, once we are breaking here above the $61,300 area, that will trigger a short squeeze at least to $62,300, potentially even all the way up to $63,000. And that's what we should plan for accordingly for today. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade and you don't have any money right now, then at least get $10 for free just for signing up here on ZoomX. No strings attached, just sign up there. And if you want to stand a chance to win $500 twice per week, then deposit $100 and you will be eligible to win $500. Guys, I'm sorry, I forgot. I wanted to draw a winner today, but I forgot to look who has signed up all the way until yesterday. So I am going to do it tomorrow. And I will prepare after the video actually the list. I will do it tonight or tomorrow morning, so you have still time to sign up and be part of that giveaway here. So deposit $100 and stand a chance twice a week to win $500. 2 times I'm giving $500 away. So now I do it tomorrow and on Sunday. So yeah, use the link in the description below for that. When we're looking at the total free market cap, here I'm still expecting, once Bitcoin is moving above $61,000, also a reclaim of the $587,000 level, billion dollar level, sorry, $587 billion level, not thousand. And that, of course, will give a nice push to altcoins with a potential retest here of the 600 and let it be $9 billion level. Once we are finally breaking this downward sloping trend line of that bigger falling wedge here, of that multi-month falling wedge here, you're gonna see altcoins flying more or less to the moon, and I reckon we are not really far away from that. So I would say maybe another 2 weeks maximum. That's like kind of what I'm looking out for. Over the next 2 weeks, we should get a nice breakout here. And because of that, you need to be positioned in the right altcoins. One of them is definitely Solana. We have broken this downward sloping trend line that I was pointing out yesterday, but is also some resistance at $148. I would still wait for $150 to be reclaimed. That's 2% to the upside currently. Okay, almost 3%, but it's still fine. That is kind of a safe entry because here's a big support resistance flip zone. Once we are reclaiming this here on the 4-hourly chart, I would reckon it's kind of safe to enter and trade this all the way up to $176. Of course, the indicators are also showing here a lot of strength currently that are favoring the bullish momentum here. We see the RSI going up, the MACD about to print a buy signal. Stochastic is already giving us a buy signal and going here to the upside with the trend line of the stochastic RSI. So also here everything is lightening up and favoring upside, but to get a proper confirmation, we need a reclaim of the $150 level to enter a new trade here. Then Ethereum has broken above the $2,520 level here. Remember, guys, I told you if we get here a 12-hourly candle close above that level, that's where I would enter. So if you would have entered here last night, you would have been already up 2% plus the leverage that you would be using here. Also here, stochastic RSI gave a buy signal pointing to the upside, RSI going to the upside, and we are looking good to close here at actually at a smaller resistance area of $2,560 that we are fighting currently with. So once that level is reclaimed, let's see if we can manage that in the next 2 minutes to reclaim this. The doors are open to move all the way up to $2,600, potentially $2,700. Once we are above $2,700, guys, you know the drill, then we go to $3,000, but only then and not before, because we need to flip this stupid big effing cluster here into support on the VPVR to get continuation. Then another coin that I'm looking to enter here is ICP. ICP at $8.02, more or less where we are currently at. Looks for me good to enter, but if you want to be a little bit more on the safer side, you want at least a 30-minute or 1 hourly close above $8.12, because then we are above the 50 moving average here on the 4-hourly chart. And just a fair warning, the stochastic RSI could be misfiring here by already being so high, because we have still a lot of room on the RSI, and also the MACD just flipped bullish here with a buy signal. So I would not put too much weight on the stochastic RSI currently, because price is bullish. We broke this downward sloping trend line, and 2 indicators out of 3 are bullish. That's why I would kind of ignore the stochastic RSI if we can manage to get a candle close above $8.12, and then I would enter from here and trade this then in direction of $9.40, $9.50, potentially even higher here, all the way up to $11 into this high point. But that depends on how price reacts around the $9.50 level, because here are big supply zones marked out by the MDX algo suite, and that could definitely give us some resistance here and stagnation on the way to the upside. Then Telegram more or less behaving currently like a stable coin, even though Pavel was yesterday released under supervision with a $5 million bail. What did I tell you guys? I told you I know the effing French justice system, and it was highly likely that he will get released, which they now did, but he needs to remain in France to go to court, and that can take months before he's actually going to court. So this can take up to 1.5 years potentially that he will be stuck there. Depends on how fast the prosecutor office is working. So, but we got yesterday a nice move here into $6, exactly as I had mentioned yesterday. When he get released, also immediately a move back down, which was unfortunate for us, and then here a retest of the $5 level, and then came straight back up. And since then we are moving here a little bit sideways, which is yeah, not what I wanted to see here. When I look here at the overall movement of the price action, for the stochastic RSI to cool down, we need to get one more move here to around $5.30 over the next couple hours. Only then we are going to finally break here $5.60 and move back into the direction of $6 here. Also, once we're getting this move, the 50 moving average will give us resistance, and of course also the 200 moving average will give us resistance here. So I think, even though that I keep holding on to this trade, I think I will be still stuck here in this trade until the end of next week, before this potentially flips to break even for me. So because remember, I entered kind of like from here. So I will definitely dollar cost average down my entry price once we are breaking above the 50 moving average. But until then, I'm kind of trapped in this trade, which happens sometimes. You know, it's fine. It's happening, and I want to be transparent with you guys. You know, so just that you see that even somebody that's professionally trading can make kind of stupid mistakes sometimes. You know, so I did like multiple stupid mistakes in this trade, but it's fine. It's fine. It's not like that I'm getting wrecked here on this trade or something like this. But I am right now. I just try to either get out of it without a loss, or make here a small profit on this trade. But I'm quite confident I will not lose this. But you see here, the stochastic RSI is quite high, about to give a sell signal to the downside. RSI is still bullish. MACD is still also kind of bullish. We also still have, I don't know, we had technically saw here. No, we have technically not played out the bullish divergence here completely. But we need here a reclaim of $5.80 to get here proper continuation to the upside. And until then, it's kind of in no man's land. I just want to have a look here on higher time frames. Higher time frames are not looking bad, you know. So here, if we can reclaim the 200 moving average at $5.78, $5.80 is what I said, you know. So then we get continuation to the upside. So I hope we are able to manage that over the next, let's say, 48 hours. That would be something that I'm definitely looking out for. But here, for example, on a 12 hourly, I don't like at all how the stochastic is looking, because that can easily turn around here one more time. The only thing that gives me here some confidence is that we had here already from that short signal a take profit point, and here another reversal indication back to the upside, which is telling me that we are definitely not revisiting here the $5 mark. But like I said, we could come all the way down like to $5.30 once again, $5.20 before we get continuation here. Then Rune is just a beast, guys. So we are, I was waiting that we're breaking above the 50 moving average here on the 4-hourly chart, which we have done, and it looks like that we get a continuation candle in the direction of $4.50. So here I will definitely, after I finish recording, opening a trade, because also here this downward sloping trend line just got broken with that 4-hourly candle. I will wait here for a 30-minute candle close above that downward sloping trend line. If we get a 30-minute candle close, I'm going to enter this and trade this all the way up to $5.23. Remember, guys, it was really important for me that we reclaim the 50 moving average here to confirm that this golden cross is still in play, which we just did. So we should be prepared here for continuation, and I believe the higher time frames are also supporting this. Yes, so you see here a turnaround on a stochastic RSI, continuation on the MACD, and also the RSI pointing to the upside. So everything telling us that we should move here into higher prices. And again, guys, if you need money to trade here, one of these coins, for example, FDM, is also a really good coin that you can trade right now. Deposit $100 on Bybit and sign up there and get a free $500 position absolutely for free, and then you can withdraw immediately your $100 again. You don't need to trade with them whatsoever. Just deposit them, claim the position, withdraw the $100 if you want, and trade with $500 absolutely for free, but only with the link in the description, guys. And remember, this will also end in less than 3 weeks, so take advantage of that while you still can and build positions for the next upcoming bigger breakout here in the altcoin market. So then also near, basically same story on this 4-hourly chart, we have here a big downward sloping resistance line that we need to break before I would be looking at entering this, which is kind of in alignment with the entry level here of the trade at $4.54. So we are here also like 2% away from this. Here I would also wait for a move above the 50 moving average if you want to be really sure and safe in this trade at $4.62. So that is then 5% move to the upside. But once we are having this move, I expect here that we are moving to $5.30 fairly quickly, but with a quick pit stop here in that supply area on the MDX algo indicator. But you see here that on the 4-hourly chart also the MACD is about to flip here bullish again. The stochastic printed already a buy signal. The RSI overall is also pointing slightly to the upside, plus that the MDX algo gradient is here starting to slowly warm up here with printing a lighter blue candle, which is also telling me that the momentum is definitely shifting here completely back to the upside. And guys, that's it already for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I see you with more profits tomorrow.